What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bones and Brews. Today we are going to make an easy, cheesy chili dip on the smoker. Let's get started. All right, friends, so for this dip, it's as easy as 4 ingredients, unless you want to add things to it afterwards, but really 4 simple ingredients: block of cream cheese, a can of chili, some other cheese, like a little so that you want to melt in there, and something to dip with. I got those Fritos here today. So no, you just could simply add the ingredients I'm about to talk about into the pan, throw it all in the smoker at the same time. We're going to do it a little more complex, even though I did say simple. So I'm going to start with go ahead and putting the cream cheese by itself on the Weber Smoky Mountain. I've coated it with just a little bit of Meat Church Holy Cow as well. I'm only going to let that go about 15 or 20 minutes, not as long as I typically would for a block of smoked cream cheese. I just want to give it a slightly melt, and then we're going to come back and we're going to pour some chili over top, and then we'll add another complexity of some other cheeses and let it go from there, and then we'll be ready to dip and eat. All right, let's get this on the smoker, friends. All right, friends, that cream cheese is off the smoker. I had it on about 10 to 15 minutes, not very long. Not getting that full melt that you typically would with that block of cream cheese, because I want it to actually melt with the chili as well. So let's go ahead and get started here with what else. So I got a can of Wendy's chili. I actually thought about going through the drive-thru at Wendy's or through the drive-thru at Steak and Shake here in St. Louis and just getting a nice warm thing of chili, but I decided since I was at the grocery store, why make more than one stop? I saw those Wendy's chili. Thought, you know what? Let's just try this instead. Now, you could deal with any chili you want. It could be the cheapest can of chili you can find. This does not have to be complex. Doesn't have to be over the top. It's about being quick and simple, friends. So we're going to take that can of chili and pour it right over the top of this one here. So I've got 2 cans of chili we're going to use today, just so we can fill this up. You could stop right there if you really, really want it a lot extra creamy because of that big old block of cream cheese. But I want 2 cans of chili in mine. All right. Go ahead and pour that around the outside of this as well. And then I got myself a bag of shredded cheese here. Now, this is kind of a thicker farmhouse type shred, so it's not real thinly shredded. Take some of that. We're going to sprinkle it across the top as well. I'm going to save about half the bag and come back and put some more on top a little bit later, depending on how much I think I might need. This pan's still nice and warm though from pulling off the smoker, so let's stop right there. Grab myself a little mitt to grab the handle, put it back on the smoker. So this is going to stay on that smoker. I'm going to check it in about 20 minutes, start to stir it every 15, 20 minutes. Probably take up to about an hour so it's just nice and creamy and all those cheeses are melted inside. But let's throw it back on the smoker. All right, my friends, we got that chili dip off of the Weber Smoky Mountain. Definitely smell that cheese and that Wendy's chili in there, my friends. This is gonna be really, really good. So what we're gonna do to top it off, like I mentioned at the very beginning, you could just stop right here. Open up your bag of Fritos and start letting people dip in, or dip in for yourself, because maybe you're making yourself some while you got something else going to smoker for during the day. You're like, you know, I need a little appetizer, maybe you're tailgating, whatever. Super, super easy recipe. But I got a few things I'm gonna show you you could add on top as well. So starting with a little bit of fresh green onion. We'll sprinkle some of those across the top. I love the taste of just green onion on top of dips like this. All right, we'll stop right there. Now you could use a fresh sliced jalapeno. I've got actually some homemade pickled jalapenos I made myself, and these are kind of a candied jalapeno. So I'm going to take some of these and throw those across here as well. These are some candied jalapenos I made previously with some Spiceology. They're hot honey seasoning. They have a great recipe if you follow those guys, or on their website as well. This is probably my new go-to now for making candied jalapenos. So we got some of those jalapenos on there, and then you could also throw on a little bit more cheese. I mean, if you're like me, is there ever enough cheese? So we can sprinkle some more of that across just the outer edge of this as well. And then last but not least, if you are a sour cream person, I know some of you are not, maybe throw a little dollop of sour cream right in the old middle there, and people can do with that as they wish. Fresh cilantro may not be bad on this as well, but let me show you what we got here, friends. And there is our easy, cheesy chili dip using those cans of Wendy's chili. We're going to grab the Fritos here, open them up. It's time for a taste test. I got the Frito scoops because, you know, That's what you need on something like this. Scoop it in. Still warm. Oh, friends, spectacular, spectacular. Considering what we're doing here, we're not like when we started this episode, we talked about there wasn't complex. You could go as cheap as you want to, and inexpensive with those ingredients because it's really just something fast and simple. Probably a great something to make while you got the smoker going, making other things for the day anyway. So this, oh, I need another one. These are delicious. We're going to enjoy this one. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We enjoy having those subscribers, especially when people comment on all of our recipes and tell us how much they enjoy them as well. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.